beautiful Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for December 2021. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. I will never ever ask you for your credit card details, and I will never ever ask you for personal details either. So it's a huge red flag if anyone asks you for any of those things if they're masquerading as me, okay? Just so you're aware. Also, recently I felt the energy of the collective has been quite low, so I've migrated to TikTok to upload short, sharp videos to inspire. There are moments of nature to come back to your center and breathe in this crazy world that we're living at the moment. Also, there is inspirational quotes, pick a card of the day. So if you are on TikTok, there's a link in the comments box below. Of course, if you're not, then, you know, give it a wide berth if it's not your bag. I'm not asking you to migrate over there with me. I will still be on YouTube. Now let's get straight to your career reading, my beautiful Leo. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly. Please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, so we have stepped into Sagittarius season, which sees us picking up the pace. But also what's really exciting is the new moon is accompanied by a solar eclipse, which means it's amplified motivation and energy. This tends to be an energy that really helps spurn us forward when it comes to career. Sagittarian energy is about embracing growth and abundance. It's ruled by Jupiter, the planet of good luck and expansion. So expect a time of optimism and lucky breaks in December. But also, you know, we have a full moon in Gemini, so expect spontaneity as well as a bit of a curveball when it comes to your career. Also, it is a time of unfiltered communication, so you may feel, inspired to say something. It just comes right out of your mouth. You don't even think about it. So just be a little bit mindful of diplomacy, okay? Gemini and Sagittarius energy together can mean we can get ourselves into some sticky situations by saying something that is unfiltered. It's often very funny, okay? But some people may not take it that way. So just be a little bit careful as well as we move through December. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? We have easy does it. Okay, when it comes to your career, it says slow and steady wins a race. Now, we also have some other cards there. This is a wonderful deck by Mahrukh X. It's a money deck there. We've got the Rebel and we've got Counselor. Okay, so easy does it is your first card. Now, this is a card about, there is expansion here, but it may not feel like it's going in the direction you'd hoped for as quickly as you'd hoped for. So it is that slow and steady wins the race there. Also, when money comes on in, easy does it, because easy come, easy go. It says this is not a good time to rush. So pay attention to every detail. Careful not to get involved with any get-rich-quick schemes, okay? I mean, that would be advice for everybody, I guess. But it says there is growth here, and it may have taken a long time to get there. It's pushing through all the mud. So you may have felt like your motivation or your drive has been difficult over the last couple of months, but you're starting to see sprouts of your success. So you are playing a bit of a long game in terms of your career. But we also have the Rebel. Okay, it says you're a trailblazer. You're meant to see things differently and set a new path for others, not just yourself, okay? It says your rebellious spirit makes you a great system buster to teach others a better way of doing things. An old belief about money could be preventing you from getting ahead, okay? So I feel like you're breaking the rules in some way, being a trailblazer and moving forward. I feel like there is news coming your way, actually, because they're showing me this newspaper. They're really highlighting it for me, that there is news coming your way that actually inspires you in some way and sets your soul on fire. I feel like it's a wonderful opportunity that you hear on the grapevine. Okay, now whether that is you working on your own business, setting up your own maybe entrepreneurship, or you are your own boss, or perhaps you work for a company, whatever it is that you do, I feel like you are that trailblazer. You're a visionary. You actually are doing something that's quite exciting, and I feel like other people want to get involved in that as well. Okay, so although it's been slow going, I feel like all of a sudden there's going to be a really quick energy that happens. You know, as I said, Sagittarius season is about picking up that pace, okay? Something you're passionate about really helps you spring into action. Now, it's got counselor here, so you may be seeking financial advice as well, or you may be counseling another person when it comes to career. Okay, so for example, you may be looking on YouTube for videos of people who've done something that you're trying to achieve, but you're wondering how to navigate the pitfalls as you move through this period. I mean, you know, it's wonderful. YouTube allows you to view so many videos that helps you create things that you're trying to do. Now, you may put your own personal spin on it. You're not following in someone's footsteps. You may be just seeking advice on how to start something new. It says it may be time for some emotional healing of your own or release the past. Careers in counseling, psychic work, or energy healing may actually appeal to you at this time, and your mental or emotional troubles could be blocking your abundance. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on that to see what may be blocking you. Okay, sometimes, you know, and I know we're going through a very difficult period at this time, my beautiful Leo. So there's a lot of people out there right now feeling economic challenges because, you know, we're going through a major pandemic. It is a challenging time. So, you know, there may be feelings right now that are making you feel anxious that some would say could block your abundance. But I would say, you know, it's something to look at, because sometimes the fear in the mind of what's going on, we can find a route. We can find a way of dealing with it if we look at it head on. Okay, so it's like, don't bury your head in the sand. This can be manageable if we really look at it. So let's have a look. We got the Nine of Swords. Yeah, something is causing anxiety here. That's why I was saying that right at the beginning. Nine of Swords is the card of maybe sleepless nights. Perhaps there's something you're worried about when it comes to your finances. They're giving me an energy of surrender, but let me see what that is. The World card. Okay, so this could be something that is weighing heavily on you. You feel like you're trying to tie up a loose end. I mean, it could be a bill, for example, that is sort of like every month it notches up a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. I mean, those things tend to make us feel a little bit nervous. But if we really address it, if we tie up that loose end, because the World card is about something that keeps you stuck if it's in the resistance position. It can also mean, you know, there's something that hasn't been completed yet that you may want to get advice on, and it will help you step into a new sort of cycle there. The World, when it's in the reverse, can just make us feel like we're suspended in energy. There's no moving forward. Something hasn't come full circle yet. It may be that you are a freelancer, for example, and you have not been paid by a company or a client that you did some work for. The Hierophant in the reverse is a rebel energy. Okay, maybe you're trailblazing, you're doing something totally different, and it's making you feel like you're out of a comfort zone. Okay, don't worry, feel the fear, do it anyway. The Hierophant in the reverse indicates some sort of hidden news can come your way, and you may be separating from an institution, or you may be separating from something. I feel like you're actually separating from people's expectations of you and what you are capable of. I feel like you are doing something quite exciting and different there, but it's not the usual route. Okay, so for example, you know, you may be dealing with family members who are old school, and they're like their way of doing things because they are a product of their time. They, you know, got to a certain age, they got themselves a steady job in a steady company, and they got paid until it was retirement age, and then they got their retirement, and all was well, you know. But we're living in a different period where there's so many avenues that open up, different streams of income. You know, there's stuff online now that we have access to. You may be doing something different to the way that your parents or your folks or people who are older than you had done things, and they may be concerned, you know, but you are bucking a trend here. I feel you're doing something very different, and you may be seeking a counselor, or you may be using your intuition in order to guide you through that. So people may see you as doing something that is out of the norm, and whilst they have full belief in you, I feel like they're a little bit worried for you, okay, because you're doing something so different that they feel like if this was a person or this was a family member, they'd want to be your safety net. But because they may not understand what it is that you do or you're trying to achieve, they may feel like they cannot be that safety net for you. So I feel like they may have anxiety for you, okay? But anyway, we're going to move forward past that. But there's something to be learned here, and you're doing something differently. It's almost like don't rush in, because when the moment is right, things are going to take off. They're going to heat up. But I feel something is going to be very stable. And there's a wonderful, exciting opportunity coming your way. So let's see. You're being a bit of a maverick, my beautiful Leo, in December. Your first card here is the snake. Okay, now the snake, number 7. Number 7 is a very positive number. Okay, it is about movement forward. It's a chariot card. It is about a direction. So either a new direction there, or no. Things are getting a bit chaotic. So that tells me you're definitely doing something different here. We got the key, you're unlocking something, and we've got 9. You're blossoming, but you're doing something alone. This is something that maybe you, and you're very clever about it as well. You're doing something very different to what others have done before you. Now, other people may have achieved something that you are trying to do, Leo, but I feel like you are making some really exciting moves that help you thrive, and there's growth here. But number 7, I mean, it is a snake. Now, this is the LENORMAND deck by MUCI Design, which is a beautiful deck there. But the snake often means something hidden knowledge, okay? Or it can mean deception. So I'm going to pull a card on it, but this is your protagonist energy. So I feel you are rebirthing something, because snakes, I'm a Scorpio, right? And snakes are very positive energy. They're about shedding old ways of doing things in order to do something new, something exciting that actually helps you rebirth a situation. Really amplify that motivation if it's been lacking, or find that determination to succeed. But I feel like something that you're doing, you're keeping it secret. You're keeping it on the down low, because this is your energy. So you may be like very protective of something, so that, and I feel like you're being very clever about it. You're very quick-witted and very, your strategy is a winning one, I feel. But I'm going to pull a card, because that number 7 indicates that there is success, there is victory. You've got your eye on some sort of prize here, and you will move forward. But there's something here about either you don't trust somebody, maybe in your workspace, or maybe you don't trust the situation. I mean, we're going through a major pandemic right now, so you may feel like there's uncertainty, and you may feel like you have to be very, we got a little flash there from Spirit. I hope you saw that light just go crazy. They're just indicating that you may be feeling uncertain about the journey, and you're trying to be protective, okay? Because if you think about a snake, snakes are very mesmerizing. If you really think, I'm sorry that I'm going to do like a puppet snake here, but if you think about them, they're very mesmerizing. You watch them, the snake charmer, and they really don't lash out unless they feel threatened. So I feel like you're being cautious about something and protective over an idea or something that you're doing. I mean, the Knight of Swords, you're taking action on something. You may be even seeking the truth of a situation. The Knight is a card of lifestyle changes, taking action, but it's also about determination to succeed. Now, they just said as the crow flies, and like when I look at this card, of course, there's lots of, well, I thought they were ravens, but they could be crows. As the crow flies, this is very fast energy. You're doing something quite quickly, but cautiously. So I feel like you've strategized, you've decided to do something, make some major changes, and now you're taking action on those changes. This is about being really free. This is like wild and free. This is really like rebel energy, okay? I mean, getting true chills here. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's almost like you're having a bit of a comeback or a revamp, okay? And I feel like you're taking action on something that's going to be very, very successful. You've got a goal in sight, okay, which you're going to hit that goal. Maybe a personal goal, but I feel like it is something, I feel like you are doing something different. You are creating the curveball that other people are going to be like, whoa, watch Leo go on this situation. Now, when you get the Knight of Swords, it tends to be about communication coming on in, but something that you've committed to, that you are taking action on. And again, you know, even in like finances, when it comes to money, this card is about being really savvy, being really current of the trend, of the now, being really instinctive and understanding your business matters or your career matters. This is about doing well and keeping your goals in sight and achieving them. You know, this card is a card of like, you're doing great. So whatever it is you're protecting, whether it is a goal, a dream, maybe you know, someone in your social circle, your family, who may not understand what you do, they may have been very cautious for you and said, oh, maybe you can't do this, Leo. Maybe you shouldn't do this. Maybe you should just do this. That's a little bit more stable. I feel like whatever it is, you're being protective of your goal, your dream, and I feel like you're actually amplifying your luck. Okay, now we got number 33, which is the key. So you're definitely unlocking something. I mean, these two cards are of the hidden. Okay, so something that you're keeping close to your chest. Maybe you're keeping your cards close to your chest. The key there is about unlocking your destiny, a revelation. Okay, the answers that you seek, you will find. So I feel like you're unlocking something. It's number 33 when you reduce it. That's number 6, which is about balance. It's also a very positive number about doing what you love and remaining in harmony. It's about good karma as well. So I feel like you're unlocking your destiny here. You're on the right path. And maybe you felt like for some time, you've either been blocked on that path or you felt, you know, you had to get independent in order to be on that path. Because they're showing me 7 of Swords right now. Now, 7 of Swords, you know, can also be a card of feeling like someone tried to block your path, or there's something was delicate, a delicate situation that you had to attend to with kid gloves, but it had the potential to challenge you, I feel. But more than that, I get independence. Okay, so I feel like you're seeking your independence. So it could be that you are actually, you know, deciding to have a secondary stream of income and, you know, set up your own business on the side and actually bring in more money and have independence rather than working for an establishment or a company there. That Rebel tells me you're going off to do something really maverick, something like a trailblazer, where you're just doing something that is bucking trends. Okay, now we got number 9, which is, of course, the bouquet. And this is about your gifts. This is about you and being successful. This is about blossoming, you receiving an opportunity to do something that you love or gaining reward for something that you do. Basically, this card in particular is about growth, but it's also about giving and receiving, receptivity, and offering. I feel like you're offering your gifts for reward, or you're offering your services. So for example, you may have said to somebody in the past, hey, I'd love to help you out on this thing. And then they come back full circle many years later and say, oh, Leo, I've got this amazing opportunity for you. You know, you helped me many, many years ago. Let me introduce you to this person, or let me help you along with this, or let me give you this piece of advice. So I feel like someone that you did a good turn for in the past, it could have even been many years ago, it could have been last week, but someone is coming to help you. I feel like you did not do this thing to be sly and get them to help you in the future. I feel like this is them sort of really recognizing that you did them a good turn and that they're going to do you one. Okay, so I really feel like that's quite exciting coming on in. But this 9 energy is the Hermit energy. So I feel like you're gaining truth of how you feel about your career. Okay, when we go through Sagittarian season, especially with that Gemini full moon, it is a wake-up call. It is about being truthful with yourself, releasing anything that, you know, if we've kept our head buried in the sand, we can't do that during the season. It's about really looking ourselves cold, hard truth, looking at the past year before we move into that new cycle into 2022. And I feel like you're recognizing that you have a lot of gifts for what you do. You have a lot of strengths. You've got a lot of talent for what you do. And I feel like you're going to find that motivation, that drive to, you may have taken a bit of a temporary time out to recharge, but I feel like you're having a comeback your energy is revamped in some way. And we got number 14, which is the Temperance card, which is about patience, of course, and keeping balance. You may not be spending more than you have or more than you make. You may be very careful about the money that's been going in and out of your accounts, but the fox indicates a clever energy. So whatever it is you've been either keeping close to your chest because you don't want to jinx it, for example, or whatever it is that you've been doing in your career, you know, slow and steady, you've methodically been working towards something. I feel like you are going to get a very big reward here, because the fox is a creature that is very beautiful, but it has a tendency to thrive even under pressure or even under the harshest of conditions. So I feel like, especially since we've been going through troubled waters in terms of humanity, I feel like you've been very clever and you've reinvented yourself in some way, I feel. And it unlocks a lot of abundance here. So for example, like, I don't know, you may have at the beginning of 2020 or whenever this thing started, the pandemic started, you may have lost a job, for example, or you may have restructured the way that you worked. And I feel like, you know, in some way you have revitalized the way that you work in order to cleverly proceed and grow your finances for stability. So, you know, if, for example, you're looking for a job, I feel like you're being given an opportunity with more responsibility. There's some sort of hidden information. So I feel like either someone from your past gives you like a little heads up on something, or you see or hear on the grapevine an opportunity that you really capitalize on. I feel like it's quite exciting. It opens some doors to success that you may have even thought was never possible. Okay, so let's just go a little bit deeper and see what else is happening here for you in terms of your career. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Nine of Swords. So that Nine of Swords is coming out again, Leo. So there's something here about nerve, you know, feeling like you have to watch your back or feeling a little bit anxious. Okay, we got the Empress card. So that's a lot of we got a Ten of Cups as well. The Empress card is about the seeds that you've already sown, starting to blossom and thrive. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Now, some of you may also have a little bit of nervousness if you are, for example, pregnant and you are taking some time out to, of course, have, you know, maternity leave and things like that. You may be a little bit nervous about finances or going forward, how things will work out. I feel like it's going to be really positive, actually. I feel like you're going to have a happy home life, and really, I feel like there's something here where you may be conflicted, but there's an offer comes on in. You may even actually receive an offer during that maternity leave that will lead you to leave an old space of work or something like that and step into a new role elsewhere that actually sets your soul on fire. You really love it, and it gives you time to, you know, raise a family and things like that as well. Because I feel like you're shuffling things around where you make it work. So that's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, because not everyone is going to be pregnant. But I just get that energy coming through. Now, the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is now this is unusual. They're giving me a scene in a movie. And I really don't know where they're going with the scene. So anyway, I'll give you the scene in the movie. As soon as I picked up this card, now this could, okay, I'm getting a whole load of energy from this. As soon as I picked up this card, I saw, there's a very famous movie, Silence of the Lambs. Okay, and you know, what's that wonderful actor's name? Anthony Hopkins, thank you so much, I'm so grateful, says, well, hello, Clarice. I mean, in that creepy voice, well, hello, Clarice. And wonderful Jodie Foster is sort of completely creeped out by this person's energy. So I'm not sure why they're showing me that film. Now, either you just watch that film. I mean, that film is about someone who is horrific. Okay, let's not go there. I don't even want to get into that energy, but I don't feel like you're going to come across someone who is a cannibal or something like that. But I feel like there's someone creepy. It could be either it's a creepy boss or someone you feel like is trying to have some sort of control over you or mind games over you at work. Because when you think about the exchange between Hannibal Lecter and Agent Starling, is it? My gosh, I haven't seen this film in a million years, but they're just showing me a Starling. Okay, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I'm gonna have to look that up, make sure her character is actually called Agent Starling. I'm not sure. So, but anyway, so either you feel like it's someone who plays mind games with you in your career or in your work, or tries to have power over you in some sort of situation, or is really creepy. You know that there's always, in an office, there's always that one creepy person that you're like, you don't want to get stuck at the water cooler with that person, because you're like, hey, how was your weekend? And you're like, yeah, great, bye. Anyway, I'm inclusive. I don't like to exclude people, but sometimes you get a vibe from people, right? Okay, so anyway, we've got that Nine of Swords. So perhaps you feel like you're protecting yourself against someone who's a little bit creepy at work or in your situation. I mean, you're going to have a real breakthrough with this. So whatever it is you're worrying about, I'm going to pull a card on it. I'm just trying to explain the film. So either you've just watched the film, or your name is Clarice. I can't imagine your name will be Hannibal. But it may be. Let me see. I don't think it is. I'm hearing a lot of laughter right now. So either you're laughing at me for saying that. I mean, it could be, yeah, I just feel like there's something untoward that you're not so sure about. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Seven of Pentacles. You're protecting yourself against, oh, they want me to go again. You're protecting yourself against something. Now, it could be that you feel the time period, you're trying to come up with a lot of ideas of how to protect yourself, because if you think about that character, you know, that character is in a protective box, isn't that protective cell, you know, so they can't get out. So there is an element of protection there. And you got the Seven of Pentacles. So perhaps you're feeling like you need to protect your job or your position in some way, and you may be worrying about it. They're indicating here that there's a real breakthrough, and actually there's a lot of growth. There's a lot of positivity. So if you're worried about your position in your workspace, especially since you know, we're going through some major shifts and changes in humanity in terms of economic situations. The Seven of Pentacles indicates, you know, this can be saved, or this is savable. The Seven of Pentacles also is an energy of you committing yourself to your goals and dreams and asking yourself, is it worth it? The energy that I put into this, the anxiety, the energy, the motivation. I feel like sometimes you're really exhausted, and you may be asking yourself, whatever little bit you get out of this situation, you're wondering, is it worth all the effort that you put in? The Seven of Pentacles also is an energy of things are going well, or they are starting to evolve into going well, and you are going to have enough. Okay, so if you're worrying about not having enough, because we've got that Page of Pentacles in the reverse there, it's basically confirmation that you will have enough. There is going to be more coming on in here, and you may be, I feel like you may be thinking about yourself and spending some of that money on yourself, like self-development in some way. For example, you may decide to spend some of your money on a course to learn something, or you may, in order to elevate in some way and financially bring more reward in. They're actually really showing me something I've never noticed in this card before. Okay, and this is a beautiful deck here, the Dreamkeepers Tarot, and the Seven of Pentacles. If you just look on her belt, there's loads of four-leaf clovers. She's making her own luck. And that's what a maverick or a rebel does, making their own luck. So I feel like you're doing that, okay? There's something here that you've worked really diligently at. And I feel like it is a dream, okay? It's almost like something surreal comes out of it that is actually really rewarding. The Seven of Pentacles says, with due diligence, with hard work and effort, there is success. Okay, so if you feel like you've been waiting a long time for success, it is coming. And the Page of Pentacles, if you lost your job, for example, because the Page of Pentacles in the reverse can mean someone had lost their job, or you feel you're worried about losing your job, I feel like you get an opportunity to save it. But if you have already lost your job, for example, I feel like there is an offer coming on in that actually inspires you and is way better than you've experienced before. Something that really motivates you, something that is a passion project. It could be very creative as well. I feel like you're urged to make your own luck in this position. Okay, now the Ace of Wands indicates a breakthrough. Aces are divinely guided by the universe, but this is about passion. This is about motivation. This is drive. So I feel like there is either a creative opportunity or a project coming on in here that leads to that blossoming. I mean, you've got a flower blooming here, And we got a whole bouquet there. So that's just one flower, but you've got a whole bouquet in your faded energy. So there's an amplified energy of abundance coming on in, but I feel like you're capitalizing on it. There's going to be more, okay? And also, this is springing from a book. So your knowledge is going to help you on this, or someone is going to give you some information of either how they did it before. It unlocks something to help you thrive. Ace of Wands energy is you're inspired. You've got a new idea or a new endeavor, and you've got the energy to move forward with it. You're excited as you move forward with this opportunity. So I feel like it brings a lot of abundance. You may have to shuffle some things around. So if you're keeping your job, for example, and you're trying to be an entrepreneur, you're setting up your own business, you may shuffle a few things around with that Five of Wands, but I feel like you're making, calculated moves towards something greater, to a winning strategy. I feel like you're going to put yourself in a winning position, okay? Especially since we've got the outcome here is the Ten of Cups and the Page of Cups. You're cleverly putting yourself in a winning position. Okay, the Empress card is about creativity, but it's also about planting seeds for, a goal, a dream, an idea. You're very furtive at this time, and I feel like very fertile as well at this time in terms of ideas. I feel like they come to term, and this brings a lot of abundance, but also I feel like you're nurturing yourself. You're making sure, I feel like you're trying to address the balance here. If your work or your job is creating anxiety, I feel like you're trying to find peace of mind. You're trying to shuffle things around in order to make things work for you, and recognize also that you have a lot of potential, Leo. I feel like you need to recognize how much potential you have. I feel like you're having a real epiphany moment of you recognizing that you bring a lot to the table. You've got a lot of creativity, you've got a lot of skills, a lot of talent, and the Empress card means, you're turning heads. So if you are going for a new job, expect, you to stand out from the crowd, and I feel like you are actually turning heads. People see you as the potential candidate for whatever it is you want to do. Also, I feel like this is for the future, okay? I feel like they're just giving me this energy of you thinking about working for a company that is dedicated to sustainability. Okay, so that's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, but if you are looking at companies that are in alignment with your integrity, or with creating a better world, perhaps you're thinking about working for a charity that really helps the environment, or you're looking at working for companies that do good in the world and spread the wealth in some way. Because I feel like there's a give and take energy here, balance, harmony, good karma coming on in, and you're looking at avenues that really work towards that. But the Empress says there's abundance here, especially since Jupiter is in play, the planet of good luck and expansion. I feel like you're getting an opportunity to thrive in December. But of course, with the Five of Wands, there is an energy of conflict. Okay, the Five of Wands tends to mean that you're either reshuffling things or you're making strategic moves to succeed. The Five of Wands comes before the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is success. The history of this particular card is the Five of Wands, the people in the Five of Wands are in training for something better. So you may have put yourself, as I said, on training courses, or you may be learning something that helps you really boss up in your career, and it brings more money in. There's definitely an opportunity coming on in here that's going to make you smile, okay? The Five of Wands, as you can see, she's got a chessboard there, so she's making the right moves. She's also keeping her players, or her, she's keeping everything close to her chest. There's something here that she's keeping right to her chest. It's like her signature move. She's keeping it right close to her chest because she doesn't want anyone to know. She's keeping it on the download. But it is a winning formula. It is the strategy that's going to see you the winner in terms of your career. So I feel like you're actually bossing up, elevating in some way. The Five of Wands in terms of career is about, there is competition, okay? There's competition out there, but you have to look at what you've got to offer that no one else has got to offer, okay? And it is clarifying the Empress. So there's not much that people can rival you with there, Leo, because they're indicating that you have everything to offer. There is everything to play for, and if there's competition out there, you're the Empress. You're the trump card. No one else can compete with you. Now, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. But I feel like, you come up trumps there in terms of the energy. So the competition, you're untouchable. Okay. Now, the Ten of Cups is about abundance, it's about serenity, peace, but it's about coming together and achieving your goals, your dreams. The Ten of Cups, when it comes to your career, can also be about, you looking at what you've got and recognizing that you've got the most important things in life. Number one, you've got family that you care about or love, or you've got your soul tribe that you care about and love, and you're looking at things that are, given for free, like love, honesty, truth, integrity. But I feel here the Ten of Cups brings a lot of abundance, and you may feel like you can extend your good fortune to your family members, because the Ten of Cups can also talk about the family. Now, for example, you may be going into business also with your family member. You may be having an idea that maybe you would like to go into business with someone, but you may be a little bit conflicted about this person's energy. You put in a lot of work already, and I feel like this person sometimes brings a little bit of drama. Okay, so you may be a bit worried about that dynamic, and you may be worried about giving them a key to a business or giving them a key position in the business when you feel like they have the power to in some way cause conflict or an obstacle, and you don't want that long term. Okay, so that's not going to resonate for everyone. But the Ten of Cups says, there's opportunity and abundance headed your way. And we've got the Page of Cups, which indicates, bliss, following your heart, doing something that you love that will actually bring money. Okay, Page of Cups energy is about following your heart, doing what you love, and that money will flow from there. There will always be enough money as long as you are following a goal or a dream. Okay, and I know that there are some goals and dreams that, especially if they're creative, it's very difficult to get those off the ground, and you may feel like you have to take another avenue for finances in order to fund a goal or a dream at first. I feel like you actually will have enough to go off and do something very, very different. I'm going to pull some cards on that just to clarify. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Because I feel like there's a new idea here. The Death card in the reverse. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Now, this may be something you gave up on. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. Or you're giving up on. Or ending here. King of Wands. You felt like... now, there's a little bit of energy here where you feel sometimes, my beautiful Leo, that you feel like you're not bold enough to do this, or you're not ready to do this. They're indicating that you can go for this. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Yeah, that's coming through again. But they want you to free yourself up from this way of thinking, because it may be keeping you stuck, okay? The Death card in the reverse is, sometimes your hope gets a little bit destroyed when you feel like things are not happening in the time frame that you're hoping for. The Ten of Swords also indicates, a lot of difficult energy of like, there's been so many challenges that you feel like starting again on something, okay? And that King of Wands says you're not ready to give up on a goal or a dream, but you may feel like at this time you've had to put it on hold, or you felt like you were not ready for it. The Emperor in reverse indicates they just are saying perhaps you need to readdress the plan, or you need to tweak the plan in some way, because the Emperor in reverse is basically someone who doesn't have a grounded plan, okay, or who is not thinking long term, who's not going by the plan. The Emperor also can indicate avoidance of something. Now this could be avoidance of, because we got that Nine of Swords here. Avoidance of what? Can you please? It's almost like avoidance of taking a step in the right direction because of fear. Oh my gosh, the Fool card right there. Right there. So that's the energy. The Fool card, taking that step, that leap of faith. You may feel like you're not ready to take a leap of faith in a certain area, or it may cause you anxiety because you're doing something different. The Fool card in the upright says, take that leap of faith, go for it. But I was clarifying what could be keeping you stuck. And they're indicating here where you're feeling like maybe you're not ready, or you feel like it's a big step to take. You got this. Okay, I really feel like you got this here because we got the Eight of Swords, which is saying free yourself up from that fear. Let go. Just, you can do this. If there's something here that you're not seeing, which is, I feel like it's about how much you have to offer and that actually you're above the competition. So for example, if you are wanting to step into a leadership position, you may look at the people around you and think, I'd really love to go for that promotion, but I'd feel pretty foolish if I just didn't get it and I put my name in the mix. It may prevent you from going there, Leo, and then realizing actually that you get it. Okay, so I feel like you got to release yourself from that way of thinking. Eight of Swords is often an unwarranted fear that is in the mind and keeps us stuck. Okay, so that Eight of Swords, I feel like you're actually trying to move away from that energy. It's almost like you're getting yourself out of a financial hole as well. If you feel like you're in debt in some way, or you've lost your job, I feel like you're getting yourself out of a situation, and you need to go easy on yourself and be proud of what you achieve here. The Page of Cups often is about, could be volunteer work, as I said at the beginning. You offer someone in the past, you offered them a piece of advice, or you offered them some help in the past. So you volunteered your services in the past, and it's coming back around. Someone is going to do a good turn for you. Also, I feel like it pops out of nowhere. Okay, that fish does not belong in that cup, but it pops right out of nowhere. So I feel like an opportunity that is meant for you actually streamlines with your energy and shows you that actually you're the right person for the project, or you're the right person for the job. And I feel like you're making a really bold move in the right direction, but it may ruffle some feathers because people don't understand what you're trying to achieve, or they don't understand what you're trying to do. But I feel like here you're keeping it to yourself. There's part of it that you're keeping to yourself. So you may have gone off and found a new job, for example, something that really inspires you or makes you feel creative again, but you're keeping it on the down low because you're waiting for the right moment to sort of drop that sort of information that you're about to make a move elsewhere. You may even be thinking about working from home or having a family business in some way, because that's where your heart's at. So I feel like there's some real moves that you're making that are really positive. Any further advice before we close? The Chariot, success, victory. It's number 7. You started with number 7. The Chariot, you're ending with number 7. This is about a directional pull. You are the master or the mistress of your own destiny. As I said, you're kind of making your own luck, but there is also an element of destiny. On the Chariot, if you look at most Chariot cards, there is a figure that rides 2 sphinxes or horses. There's no reins on those horses. She's not holding any reins. So there is an element of destiny that is propelling you towards where you're meant to go. There is a fated element to this, but also you are still in control of some elements on your path. So I feel like you're making your own luck, but destiny is also intervening to help you move forward, take action, and be victorious or prosperous. This is a winning move, I feel, that you're making here. Now, when you get the Chariot card, this is about also keeping a tight rein on your finances and, keeping control of your finances. But I feel like you're taking back control of a situation, because they're showing me that creepy film again. I mean, it was a wonderful film, the Silence of the Lambs. But if you even think of the title, The Silence of the Lambs, so something is being kept hidden or on the down low. So I feel like you're keeping some information there. I feel like intuitively you're moving through the time period we're living in, and I feel like you will be victorious. Okay. Also, I feel even the title itself, The Silence of the Lambs. You're not a sheep, Leo. You're a lion. Okay. You stand out amongst the crowd, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. You're not a sheeple, as they call it. I always love that word. When someone says sheeple, I have a little giggle to myself. It's quite cute. But it really sort of highlights that you are the rebel, you are the maverick, and you're moving towards success. Okay, so keep those dreams alive, keep going, keep thriving. I feel like you're being very clever in your situation. Let's get a final card before. Okay, we have guilt, remorse, regret, and we've also got fortitude, blessings, and steadfast. Now, the guilt, remorse, regret, when you reduce it 36 is 9. Okay, so again, we got 3 9s here. So 999 is off, it can be a cautionary energy. It could be that you're burning the candle at both ends, but there's something here, guilt, remorse, regret. It can mean that, you're doing things differently. And sometimes when we do not appeal or adhere to certain people's expectations, we feel empowered that we're doing our own thing, but sometimes we can have a little bit of remorse or guilt or feel bad that we're not doing what someone else was hoping we would do. I mean, it's a natural process, but you've got to follow your own life. This is your life path. But I feel like something here that you're doing is actually going to, I feel like you're doing something without regret. I mean, you may have a little bit of guilt that you're not following a pattern or a trend or something like that, but I feel like you're going to have no regrets, because especially since it's clarified by fortitude, blessings. So fortitude, blessings, steadfast, hold true to your vision. As you can see, look at this. Your first card had like a tiny little sprout. Easy does it. Okay, I mean, even if you're leaving your old job or something like that, let them down gently. If they really need you, I mean, they should have respected you a little bit more and paid you what you truly deserve. But as you can see, we've got little sprouts here. All those little trees, they're bringing, they're yielding, they give me the word yielding, sprouts, okay? Okay, they're just giving me a song, and I've just recently used this song on the TikTok, so I know what this song is, but let me see. Something... I feel like it says, I don't really know the lyrics, only the chorus. That's just me all over. I just listen to the chorus and go, this is a catchy tune. But the rest of the words, I'm like, meh, don't know what they're saying, but it sounds good. So the song is happy because I'm happy. But it's like something, oh. Could you please be more clear? I can't quite grasp it. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. It's like, don't be coming here talking this and that. Something here I'm about to say. Because I'm happy. Okay, so I can't quite grasp the lyrics of what they're giving me, but the song is, I feel it's by Pharrell Williams. I hope I probably got that person's name wrong, and I do apologize if I've got the name wrong. I will look it up afterwards, but I mean, it's too late by then, right? They're not giving me the name of the person. I can see him, he's standing there, he's got a hat on, he's dancing away. But anyway, that's beside the by the by. But I feel like, it's almost like, don't let anyone rain on your parade, or don't let anyone dull your shine. You're happy, and nobody's negativity is going to get you down. Okay, that's what I feel. So that's what I feel this energy is about as well. It's number 55. When you reduce it, 5 plus 5 of course is 10. So that is Wheel of Fortune energy. You're turning something around, you're being really positive, and you know, an ending is bringing a new beginning. You're rebirthing something or revamping something. And I feel like it's going to lead to that sun energy, which is happiness, abundance, glory, respect. So yeah, I feel like some really good things coming your way, but there's something here you're keeping on the down low. Okay, and it's going to really pay off. It'll surprise a few people, but who cares? I mean, you're going to be successful, right? So, okay. Oh, wow. I just saw one of the trinkets that I've just taken out there. One is the Fleur de Lis. Fleur de Lis. Okay. Now, the Fleur de Lis is Emperor energy. So you're bossing up completely, maybe stepping into a leadership role or being an entrepreneur. But this is the plan, strategy. You have a winning strategy. And I also feel with this energy, there's respect. People are going to respect your journey and respect how far you've come. Okay, they want me to put this on the 10 of Cups. So a lot of happiness here for you. Also, we've got the swans. We've got 2 swans coming together. So either you are thinking about partnering up with somebody in business. What I mainly get from this energy is when you think about swans, how graceful they are on the surface. Nobody ever sees their little feet going underneath, which are going crazy, the amount of work they're doing to go left, right, or whatever they're doing. So I feel like people are going to look at you like you have all of a sudden risen to the top or gracefully done something. They're not seeing how much hard work that you are doing behind the scenes. So I feel like also those swans, their heads are together, which is like formulating a plan or in love. So you may be partnering up with a business partner or someone you love, maybe in your soul tribe in some way. But I feel like this is about unity, you know, people coming together to create something wonderful. And Leo, I feel like you're going to be very successful, the moves that you're making, okay? Where would you like this? They want this on the Empress card. So either this is someone recognizing you for a job and tipping you off for a promotion or seeing your potential. I feel like there's a really positive vibe coming from this in December that will really extends to, because they're actually showing me a calendar right now, and the calendar is literally flipping through months. It's going from December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. It stops in September. So either you have a goal that you need completing by September, or that's you've got a couple of months plan or whatever it is. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. Yeah, so I'll leave it there, okay? I hope something resonated in this reading for you, my beautiful Leo. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message and lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Thank you so much, and love and light.